Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys a fun way to take a traditional origami and combine it together to make a decoration for the holidays. And I thought I'd share with you guys a fun way to make this kind of flower looking origami here. And it's kind of like a Christmas flower, and depending on the color you do it in, it can be lots of different things. I think like doing it in white or red kind of recalls poinsettias and things like that, but it's just a fun sort of pattern. I think it makes a really great decoration to put around like a candle, or you could put somebody's, it could be like kind of like a fancy coaster or something like that. So lots of fun different ways you could use it for sure. You can also hang it for decoration in your house. You can make small versions and make them into ornaments. Lots of different fun things you can do. And what it's using is actually an origami for the lucky boy. And basically you fold it almost all the way to the end, and in normal process of making the lucky boy you fold this part back so that it stands up. But we're just going to leave it straight out and then just use a simple assembly to put everything together to make the finished piece. Now, I think it usually works best if you use a tiny bit of glue just to make sure everything stays together well. If you want to be a purist and not use glue, you can try, but it can be a little stressful when you do things. You want to, take your care when you're twisting it around and assembling it so that things don't come apart. I think if you're going to be using it in any way, it helps to put a little bit of glue. So I'm going to show you guys how to make everything in red here. And just as a reminder of how to make the lucky boy. This is a really easy origami, and it's great to use with kids and stuff if you're trying to practice basic steps and stuff, because it's really not that complicated. So you can have a lot of people, come along and help you out and make a lot of these if you need to. You want to start with your color side facing down, and I'm just going to go ahead and fold my paper in half diagonally both ways. And then we're just going to practice doing the blend space, or the zabuton base, by folding all four corners into the center. And you just want to go around and do this, of course, for all four sides. Looks like I didn't quite make that one far enough. Hold on, let me get that a little closer. The better you can fold it, of course, the better results you're going to have. So, this is a good chance to practice and refine your technique a little bit, get used to this particular kind of process for folding. But you do the blend space, and then we're going to do it again. It's a little tricky because you're just going to leave things the way they are. We're not flipping anything over. So just make sure everything is laying flat, and then try to go ahead and bring it all into the place where it needs to be here. And it's pretty easy for things to get kind of poofy or bumpy a little bit, so you want to try to take a second and smooth things out before you make creases. There you go. Flip it over. Pick any corner, doesn't matter which tip. And I'm just going to take this outer edge and fold it towards the center. And when I do, I'm going to let that back flap behind pop out so that I can get this part to line up in the center, and then smoosh it out to make a nice little crease. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side too. So make sure that that flap gets a chance to pop out, and then lay it flat. Then I'm just going to take that bottom part and fold it up, and this part also has a little flap that's going to pop out. And we're just going to go ahead and fold this part in half. And this is the part where, it can be maybe a little tricky for new folders to things, but you want to just get everything folded down so that we can get a piece that looks like this. And that's the completed part. And then you just want to make sure that you make 8 of these, because this particular origami does lead to 8 pieces. And if you take 2 of these, what we're going to do is connect and line things up at this edge that you see here. And so when we do this, we could take each of these tabs and choose, make one go behind and one in front, and they just slide into each other's pockets and then lay flat. Obviously it comes apart pretty easily. If you get them all together, there's the general physics of everything being pushed together. It does stay together kind of okay, but I do really think it helps to put a tad bit of glue. You don't need to use a lot if you don't want to. Obviously, if you're shooting for something to be like forever, like an ornament or something, you might want to take a little more care to put a little bit more glue. But if you just want it to stick together a little bit, you can put just a bit of glue on each side. Get things nice and lined up there in the middle, and then smoosh everything down. And then I'm just going to go around here and put the rest of these together. I'll show you guys how it looks when I'm done here. And once you get to the end here, then you just, of course, do the last little bits. And everything should come together at a pretty good angle if you've lined and folded stuff up well. Shouldn't give you too much trouble. So that at the end, you get everything to come together and create this kind of cool little piece. And I like this origami because it has a way to kind of poof up and out in a nice way. It makes a nice little finished piece. And like I said, you can use it lots of different fun ways and make it different colors and that kind of thing. Just have some fun with it. And it's a great way, like I said, to practice a little bit of origami techniques too. So if you want a chance to kind of practice that a little, this is a good way to do that. I'll have some more fun projects to share with you guys in the days to come. Thanks again always so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!